Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. This will be a reading using the Time Traveler Oracle deck. I've just completed doing a review of this deck, so if you're interested in seeing the deck and all of its cards, please see that video. So this is just going to be a general reading, and one of the spreads that Denise uses in her book is just a 3-card spread, and it's healing blocks and outcome. And I've noticed this in several of her decks. It's possibly a favorite spread of hers to have included it in all of them. But it's a real simple way to start your day. If you have your Oracle deck, you can, have a brief moment of meditation, give it a little shuffle, and then you can choose 3 cards for your day. And since this deck does come with some audio meditations that are online that you can access, a lot of times what I'll also do is pick whatever card's speaking to me that day from the reading and do the little meditation along with. So, giving this a little bit more love. I did shuffle in the break, so we won't be in the alphabetical order that everything was presented in. Blocks, healing, and outcome for everybody, for the collective. Okay, here we go. Card 18, Growth. The Amazon rainforest in Brazil. The block. Healing, 17. Grounded. Uluru, Australia. Outcome. 2. Activation. Humans discovering fire in Africa. All right, so let's have a look at these cards. Now, when I'm doing a tarot reading, I'm certainly not going to pick up a book in front of anybody, because that's just ridiculous. You should have your tarot cards memorized. But oracle decks are so varied. Unless you're using one oracle deck exclusively, I would think it'd be very hard to memorize all of the definitions. Now, you certainly have a lot to work with from the illustrations and the energy that the card has. But let's see how growth can be a block. Perhaps the growth is stunted. Perhaps there's too much growth in too many directions. I mean, this is the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. So there is growth in all directions, everywhere. Yeah, try not to get glare on there. Animals, plants, all kinds of life. And perhaps sometimes the plethora of growth can be distracting. Let's look and see. It's all arranged here. Growth. We jump into the Amazon rainforest 1,000,000 years into the past. The air is warm and humid, heady with the verdant scents of plants and animals around us. As we push our way through the large, moist leaves, we hear a cacophony of bird and animal calls echoing through the forest. We bask in the vigorous life force energy. The Amazon rainforest has unparalleled biodiversity, with the largest collection of living plants and animals in the world. Scientists will eventually catalog over 2 million insect species, 40,000 plant species, and 2,000 different species of amphibians and reptiles. The robustness of the growth here is incredible. The time traveler's message. In order for a seed to sprout, it needs to cast off its tough outer coating. Once it does that, it can begin rapid growth. When you receive this card, it can indicate the need to cast off old beliefs and release outdated limiting notions. So, as far as the block, that's where we are. Casting off outdated notions. It could be notions you have about yourself. It could be notions you have about the people in your environment. It could be the notions you have about the environment in which you live. You could be thinking, wow, this place should be perfect, and maybe it's not the right place for you. So blocks. What we believe and why we believe it. It's the most important question we can ask ourselves as humans. Healing, 17, grounded. So for all the shuffling with growth and groundedness. So being grounded is very healing. The beautiful red rocks of Australia is in this card. Let me get that. There we are. So being grounded as a mode of healing, groundedness can help you see where those places are that maybe you're not growing, or you have to cast off some sort of illusion or assumption in order to reinvigorate your growth. So being grounded, getting out in nature, walking around barefoot. It's the middle of winter right now, so it's a little bit difficult to walk around barefoot, but I'll do it sometimes as long as there's not too much snow on the ground. So groundedness, even, if you can't get outside, using hematite or copper, those can be very grounding. So wearing copper or hematite jewelry can be very helpful in grounding. And when you can shed all of that excess energy, maybe those excess distractions, you can see through and find out where it is that you need to work on your growth. And the outcome of that, you need to grow, you do your grounding, you get activation. You get the fire, that spark. Humans discovering fire. What an invention fire was. To be able to collect and control fire, to cook your food, to make your cave warm, to give you light. Wow, what an invention that was. What a step forward for humankind. So there's your outcome, is the activation. As you grow, as you cast off the limiting beliefs that are stunting your growth, and you do that through grounding, through meditative practices, through nature, you're able to activate. You're able to find things in yourself that you didn't know you had before. You're able to find your fire. You're able to find your spark. So I think this is a fabulous general reading. I think this is advice all of us could use a little bit. Yeah, we got to cast off some of those limiting beliefs. We got to get back to nature. We got to get grounded. And then we'll find that spark. All right. Good luck finding your spark. Take care. Bye for now.